Their private POV.
We just switched over. We're live.
Hello.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the race weekend. Today we are in Portugal for the Portuguese Grand Prix. I guess we're in Portimao.
Portimao.
This is going to be exciting. We have about 12 drivers for today. I know there's a lot of them on vacation, so that's why a lot of them are missing for today. But the ones that have shown up, thank you. We're going to be doing a sprint. Did I say who we are? We're champions. This is the Champions Series.
Who are you?
I'm the host, Sticky Wong. I'm here with Iversum. And we will be doing a sprint qualifier into a race, and it'll be a 50% race today. I am excited. Find out now. Sway be able to hold that position. It's going to be difficult, I think. This is a good track for racing. That's the one thing I really enjoy about this track. It is a actual, like, legitimately good racing track.
It's a fun track to watch.
Easy. It's a driver's track where, like, the track itself is difficult. You can really wear you out.
It's a good challenge.
It can make you make mistakes, but there's a lot of space. There's a lot of good passing zones. I think the DRS zones are pretty good, like where they are. They chose some pretty good spots for it. Somebody is making us hold. Okay, we're good. We're fine. So here we go. Oh, this is the thing I was worried about. This is what happened last time. I don't think we're going to be able to use this. It crashes, but it doesn't tell me why. It just does it.
Don't worry, it sent the error log.
Sent it like a bunch. You here, can you take this and put it there so that I have this? Thank you. And then, yeah, that works. And then can you bring up the thing you need to handle? Yes. It's doing a
never-ending loop of death.
Of death. So sadly, we won't be able to use hours again because this is the same thing happened to me last weekend. Oops, sorry. It won't even let me do anything anymore. It just constantly crashes it. But that's okay. We'll deal with what the game offers us for this weekend.
Yes. Indubitably.
Yeah. All right.
Hulk P1, yes. You got this, Hulk. I believe in you.
P1. We'll see. Where is he sitting at right now at the start? He's in 7th though. That's a big task.
You got the cameras. You're the most practiced these days.
I guess because we don't need the.
You're the seasoned camera guy these days.
Okay, I'm excited. This is the first time we're testing this out to see how this one works out. The reverse grid style sprint qualifier instead. So put the drivers who are winning the championship a little bit on the back foot because they'll have to work their way through the pack to get into the front. And I think that'll be interesting to see how well they do that because we'll have 3 of them. They're all kind of separated pretty good too each time. And I mean, there's going to be 8 points up for grab in the qualifier.
Ew.
So it matters. And if we have somebody like Alex is able to get a good start, good jump, get a good gapping, it could end up
shaking it up
really
a little.
Well. So we'll see what happens. We'll see who gets the pole. Because technically where you get pole.
Mr. Mustache.
Got to hit record.
Wow.
It's okay.
Silly goose.
All right, and we're off here. We had Sway with a really good jump. I don't remember the buttons.
7, 6, and 7.
6.
Or
6. The 7 and 8.
Yeah, those 2.
Okay, Alex gets a really good jump. Well, we have some incidences in the back already, though. I did not see exactly what happened, but we have a few drivers here all kind of grouped up together. Hopefully they didn't get tangled up, and it was just kind of a driver's error, right?
Yeah.
We have here the Williams both hitting a pretty good jump and they both got.
Yeah, they're already working their way up pretty quickly.
Yeah. We have Hulk getting 2 positions there. We had a few guys go up and a few guys go down. We had, I believe, Chaos Druid and Paul having a bad, unfortunate event happen to them, but I think you just keep your head down and you'll be able to make that time up. But we can see here now, Carlos or Danny is right on the back of Sway of Alex. And this is where the fight starts, right?
The battle has begun.
We had Lore have a really good jump because I'm pretty sure he started like P10 or something.
Yeah,
there near the views.
Well, let's pull up position change real quick. The power.
There's a quick button for it, but I don't know what the button is. No, there's like a quick button for it too. Yeah. One of the buttons is a quick button.
6 spots. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, but he gets 6 in the start here. We have Sway there getting passed by Danny.
Miller.
And Sway loses the back end there, and that's going to cost him.
Ooh.
And just like that, he's all the way in the back now because this is a really tight grid still. There's a few guys here and there, but...
I like their camera angles.
Yeah, the Portugal has some really nice ones.
This is nice. All this here is you, girl.
But we're going to be looking for all the small deltas because that's what we like to watch. And we have here, okay, it's just teammates though. The teamwork, it goes on to the inside here. And we have Lannon finishing the pass here and gets it off on Hulk, who's now just trying to hold his position. Gets a really good start. And he even loses it to Miller there. So Miller goes through as well. And the Williams are 5-6 now.
Damn. Renzo, Landon, and Miller already all moved up 6 spots.
Yeah, they've been all together too, which is incredible.
Wow.
You had Renzo and Lore also. He had a little bit more. Lungy. Oh yeah, fastest slaps. Who'd that go to though?
Danny boy.
Danny has it right now? No, somebody else got it right after him though.
I did not see that.
Oh yeah. We do have a bunch of the drivers. There's the few drivers in the back here. They might be closer to passing each other. DRS is now enabled, so now these drivers are going to be able to attack even more aggressively than they have been. But we've seen a few passes already.
That's what it sounds like. Hadouken.
Yeah, just like that. Here, you take the camera work real quick. I'm gonna bring up since we are waiting.
I got this. Let's go up to number 2.
Let's bring up,
these guys are doing.
Let's bring up some telemetry data.
Telemetry?
Except I think I uninstalled it. So never mind. But we are here. We should go back to, it looks like Renzo is now having to do the defense. So you have Renzo, Landon, and Miller all together. I think they're closer than they have been before. We have Luke. That's another one to mention. He's kept himself at 8th. Here we go. Both the Williams are looking to pass here. And they actually do get the pass off. And it looks like Miller also goes past. So he gets 2 positions. Landon takes 1. And Renzo is the loser of that one and losing 2. But still in the race. So we'll see what happens. DRS is really strong.
That's hard to fend off.
Yeah, teammates. Like, they're not going to fight each other.
Dual strike.
We have another thing to mention is Miller is on softs. So that's another little advantage that he had going into the... That's probably why he's able to get that extra speed.
Are you telling me he's cheating?
No, he's using softs. He's got softs,
he has insider information. The best tires.
The one thing I enjoy about this year is that the tires, when they all kind of get worn, they all end up... There's a stage in which every single one of the tires are like identical
equitable
pace.
Yeah,
like they all have very similar paces.
I like the new tire models. I think they I think they're better.
We should move up one, just one, because we could see here Lungy's now having to defend. This is gotten... We see we didn't see it on camera, but Luke did take a position from Hulk. But Hulk's doing a really good job at holding, and he almost hit him. His pace was so high. And he goes past, and it looks like Landon here is going to come with him. And they both succeed in passing him. And we see Hulk there actually gets past Luke again. So Luke, yet again, goes backwards. And that's what we're talking about. That DRS is really strong. We should look back a little bit. Oh, wait, never mind. Laura here. looking like he got caught out a bit there, and Miller goes for a pass here.
Inside move.
He's on the inside. He's on the outside. He's gonna get the advantage here through the next corner of Samsung, and he's gonna hold it. It's not an easy one to go through together, too wide there. Samsung. No. It's like a heavy braking zone going downward. Like it's just no grip or too much on the front, you know. But here we are. It looks like there's Renzo and Luke. Oh no. Renzo now right on the back of Lungi, and a huge gap has been built already of 1.5 seconds between Lungi and the group, which is going to make him vulnerable to Renzo. I think Renzo's going to be looking to attack as well, but we have here Lannon looking to attack the Ferrari, and Lord just has to. He's fighting it. They're going to go side by side here through the corner.
That double
and just that soft advantage is still paying off here.
Still strong.
And we are on lap 6 of 11. Danny's doing a really good job here, but it looks like Miller might be able to get him here. We should go up to the front now. Oh yeah, we could just use numbers most of them.
That's what I do.
And we're here with Miller. Oh, it looked like Carlos lost it a bit. And just like that, Miller takes the position, picks P1. And it looked like we had also Lannon there gaining back that position. And he is now P3. He's going to be looking to attack Danny. We have some movement in the back there. It looks like Lungi now in 5th. Trying to figure out the buttons.
Yeah. The numbers I think are easier.
Well, it is sometimes, but I was trying to look for. Looks like Hulk just got passed by Mustache. I don't know how to pronounce the other name that he got.
Mr. Mustache.
Should ask him one day how he pronounces it. Oh, but it looks like Renzo. Did I miss that? Renzo got past. Yeah, Renzo got past Lungi, but Lungi is still there. Gonna be looking to fight him, and we should actually move up here because it looks like, oh, he's running out of battery. Is he gonna fight it back? So this is interesting because we have the mediums and softs, and I don't see a true advantage of one or the other tire because there's some medium tire runners doing fine up front, and then there's a few soft guy runners up there. So I don't know which one is better so far. Well, with P1 being a soft runner, does it seem like softs are the runs? Could also just be the driver. That plays heavily in racing. Driver's talent. We have here Lannon going on the inside here and does finish the pass. And it looks like he might be able to get the gap, but he's going to have to fight this DRS here because Danny will have it. Oh, but it looks like Landon might be pushing the rest of his ERS here. Because Danny's not going to be able to catch him yet. And just like that, I think he's got it so far. Oh, and we take our first penalty from Hulk there. And that's going to actually set him back.
That's rough.
He got the position on Mustache, but Mustache got it back. And, I mean, he was going to get it anyways. But it's the only one that he's going to lose either way.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. There's another one. There's another one.
Oh, and Renzo takes one.
Sloppy.
So that's going to hurt him because you can see Lungi is in fighting position with them. So he is in that gap. Danny's still holding onto the back of Lannon there. We'll see if he's going to be able to hold it, but we see that it's kind of set the grid. We have Luke there passing. Wait, no, that was Hulk passing, right? Hulk repasses. So we have this fight here.
A little bit of a battle.
A little bit of a battle here from the Alpine and the Ferrari. This is nice, and you can see they're using different tire compounds right now, and they seem pretty equal in pace.
I think 8 is about when you start to notice one slipping off and the other kind of sticking with it. The softs kind of.
I think it's around to 20%ish. You get like bit of a drop, and then 40 is definitely a huge drop. When it takes a bit before you get to 60, where you get a, they fall off a cliff.
Massive drop.
But we're here. You can see Mustache goes on the outside. Oh, and we have a late one from. Oh, but that evens it out, and we should actually move back up here because we have Renzo here. This is a fight. This is actually a fight for a position because these two have penalties together, and if they keep fighting like this, we could see somebody like Lungy actually getting a position here.
Yeah.
We could get one, maybe even two, depending on how much these two fight. We do have the front runners now fighting as well. But they are teammates. I don't know how much they're going to fight each other. But they are race car drivers, so...
They are, yeah.
It's always a high possibility of fighting. Yeah, but right now, it looks like they're not fully fighting. Lungy might be able to. He's still inside. It looks the gap, like, really close to getting one of the positions. But let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like he is actually pushing on him. He's going to go for the attack here. And he does go past him. It did not look like Miller was really fighting it, so he might wait for the next one. He does have the DRS advantage now for being behind him.
And knowing him, he probably has a lot of DRS stood up.
Yeah, and we have Lore now passing Renzo, right? Because Renzo was in front of him just a second ago. So they kind of just swapped DRS through the DRS. We're on the second and last lap, the penultimate. Let's see what happens here. And it looks like, Renzo's already so they are fighting it out here, and this is where Lungy and even Luke is right there, sneaky right behind him. So if these two can fight long enough, those two drivers have a chance. You always have a chance until the end of the race, right? And these two are really battling it out right now. They're side by side.
Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
Yeah, winning's winning.
Winning is winning.
All right, so yeah, these two are really fighting it out. They have similar pace right now. And we have there, you can see Lungy slowly inching in more and more, but it's just like right on the edge of how much gap he needs to make it. So it's going to come down to the wire, it looks like. And then here we have Miller. They're coming on to the final lap here. He's not going to go for it.
Not here, but at some point he will.
And then we'll drop back. You see they're side by side. Lure is going to take the position for now. There's another DRS zone. Yeah, beautiful view for a pass. We have actually now Lungy and Luke are fighting, and that's going to become an issue because if they fight enough, then the two in front are going to be safe. Oh, Lungy gets pushed out a bit, but it doesn't look like he's going to lose the position there. He actually holds it. Let's see. We should go back up to the front. We're going to follow the front to the end. We'll keep an eye. It looks like Luke is right on the tail of him, but he shouldn't be able to pass him yet. Going to be looking to maybe pass him right into the end of the race. But we do have here Landon in P1, and he might get the pole for today's race. That's going to happen right after. Let's see what happens. All right. So here we go. Come across the line. He's going to win the sprint race here. It goes Landon, Miller. Danny's going to come across the line. Gets P3. What a solid drive from him. Lore comes across in front of Renzo. And are they going to get it?
Enough space.
They got enough space because of the fight behind. And the fight behind it actually drops Luke. Oh, Luke. Why did Luke get disqualified?
Huh?
What?
When did that happen?
We gotta look at the drivers thingy after. And then our last position was Hulk getting the last point of today's qualifier, with Alex just barely missing out on it. And Paul just trying to do a recovery drive. We'll look into getting in a minute. Who do you think was driver of the day? It's Landon, right? You got on the qualifier.
Like, you start in the back, you work your way through, flawless race.
They did not give it to him. They gave it to Miller, who I think got fastest a lap.
But he also started last.
He had his dead last, but I think
the algorithm probably gives it to him because he got fastest lap.
I don't try to understand. I don't try to understand. So why did it get disqualified? It doesn't even. Oh wait, we gotta go to incidences, which is. No idea. How does one get disqualified? There's no incident report on it. What? How did he do that? How did he do it? There's no report on why he got in trouble. It doesn't. Oh man, gotta love the game. We're gonna have to ask. We're gonna have to ask Luke later.
Yeah, we need to know. I need to know.
Because this he got DSQ'd.
Oh, he doesn't know.
I've got no clue how he got disqualified. Okay, so he's confused about it too.
What was the reason?
Oh my god.
What was the reason?
Dude, I hope that doesn't happen in the real one, because then we would have to restart the lobby.
He was ghosted.
Huh?
He was ghosted from lap 1, and then when he crossed the line, he got disqualified. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I don't think that was the reason. It didn't even say why. That was like the craziest part. Yeah, it must be a bug. Hopefully it doesn't happen in the real season, because we would have to remake the lobby so that we could put him back into his position for the race. Which would be a bit annoying. Because technically I think he would have gotten that point, which meant Hulk would have lost a point. He wouldn't have gotten a point. But it is just a preseason race. I think Luke will be fine with starting in the back. Obviously, it's going to make his job harder.
That's definitely a bug. But, yeah, I mean, he's talented.
He'll be fine.
He can overcome adversity. It's unfortunate, but
it is very unfortunate, especially since he just drove a really good race. I think he drove.
Yeah, let's put these drivers through it. 11 laps and 33 more. Nice.
All right. Oop. It's brutal. I did a bunch of laps yesterday with Penguin.
How was that?
It was good. I'm gonna start editing it so that we can post it up. Our little co-op career. I think all of these guys would appreciate watching me fail a lot.
The immense talent that they'll witness.
You know, I hope my pain makes them happy, because at least that pain and suffering I was feeling will be worth it, because it's like, at least they are like, you know, at least I'll bring joy to somebody in my misery.
Your suffering brings others joy.
But hopefully, further into the thing, I start doing well.
Yeah.
I do know some of it, obviously, because I did it.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, there's a lot of suffering.
When you're just only driving with AI the whole time.
Oh, it's rough. The AI is brutal.
Mean.
Multiplayer AI. What happened? He just never moved from the.
I don't know.
He's the only one that did it, so it's kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, he didn't move. Probably. That's probably why.
Oh, he doesn't know either. He doesn't know either. He's like, I don't know. You know, we don't know either. It makes me feel any better.
No one really understands what happens with this.
I don't know. Do you know? I don't know.
Bro, they're gonna be frozen. Let it go.
He's gonna have a rough time. It sucks too, because he's gonna have to try to make up some spots on those. They're a bit colder than you'd like them to be. Obviously. Do you think how many spots Danny's gonna be able to hold? Because he did a really good job at holding those positions that he was able to gain. Oh, Druid disqualified onto the line. Sometimes I have a hard time. Other times I'm like hitting purples every time.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I'll be like hitting purples all day long, and then I won't be.
All day long.
All right, here we go. And look, we can actually see the lights on our side.
Ooh, I like that.
And the lights are out.
Lights away.
And here we go. Landon gets a good jump.
All right, let's see how the first turn goes.
First turn here.
That looks much more organized than usual.
Good. Oh, wrong direction. Oh, I'm choking.
Wow.
It looked like it was civil. It was the corners were very civil.
They're still civil.
Yeah.
I like it. Well done, boys.
That's good. My camera angle didn't matter. Danny loses 2 positions here. We get a gain of 2 for Renzo. So Renzo gets a really good jump here. I think everybody are on softs pretty much. That's probably something we should have talked about, but it's okay.
Well, we can...
Oh, you have actually Lungy here now on the outside. This looks dangerous. Yeah, that's never a good corner to go too wide through. But just like that, Danny gets punished there. That would definitely be taken to the stewards. I don't know whose side would be which, but
finish him.
That was a bit of a. I think either one of those drivers could have bailed out.
Yeah,
I think you usually side with the guy in front.
Overcommitting.
Yeah, you could have been back at it, but it's hard to know. Like you don't want to give up that spot. I understand it.
They are racing.
Yeah.
What is it if you don't go for the spot that's open? You're not the driver or something like that.
You know, I should know the exact phrasing.
You should. You're a true fan.
Dude, I don't remember quotes very well.
I'm still a fledgling.
Hulkenberg or
Hulkenberg.
He's going really wide. He goes really wide there for the pass.
Let's go.
He is on the sauce here, but
bro, what is with the times?
What do you mean?
The interval.
The intervals are freaking out right now. I've noticed that too. They're terrible. They're terrible. It's like constantly giving us like these huge values.
The game wasn't this dumb a week ago.
It wasn't, but you know, there's a thing called
Did they update it?
Updates.
Did they?
I have no idea. I don't know why it's freaking out like that. I've never seen that before. So if you try to figure it out, it'll just confuse you. It does make it hard to know where we should be looking at. I know because there's those, I should be here. I should be near this spot because the values are just like intervals are jacked up.
Like they're also close up here too, like in the front. Like they're no, they're not as close.
They're not as close because these guys are constantly actually like
just the number 7.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to just quickly do it. And I don't want to.
That is quickly. It's instantaneous.
All right, Landon gets fastest lap.
And you don't have to like jarringly go through each person.
We have Lungy here, right on the back of Lore. He has the sauce compared to the mediums of Lore. So Lore is going to be looking to go probably medium to soft, but could be going medium hard. Has 2 different options here. I think both strategies are viable. The sauce are going to be a little bit harder to extend out.
Let's take a look at Sway real quick.
Sway and Chaos. Chaos actually getting 2 positions and Luke getting 2. So Luke gaining back positions that he lost from some random disqualification. Mustache doing a really good job being on those cold tires on the start. Was able to still gain a position there, which is really nice to see. Do you also see that those 2 have gains of 1, but then it's just like flat line? Like, what is that about?
I don't know what that means.
It should be an up because they gained a position.
You know, you're trying to make a game make sense. I don't think you're supposed to understand it.
All right, it looks like Danny is trying to make that recovery drive here from that incident. He's going to be right on the back of Paul, who is running the hards. He's going to be going from hards to something maybe soft.
Bold choice.
I don't know. We'll see what he does.
Hards to mediums would be a good strat here.
This isn't too bad, but we'll see. We have a few different strategies
the
here,
mediums
which is going to be nice.
Seem strong.
Yeah, we have. So we have actually the reverse. You remember Landon went for the mediums and then Broken is actually going for mediums to softs.
Insult to injury.
Yeah, Danny. He did a good job in the qualifier. He had that unfortunate incident.
How am I yawning? I had 4 shots of espresso an hour ago.
I don't know. I'm still pretty tired too. I caffeinated myself prior to this.
What the fuck is this?
It just happens, dude. We have here Luke on the back of Hulk, who's been doing a really good job here today. He was able to sneak that one last point. I guess he wouldn't have gotten it if Luke didn't disqualify.
Sneaky.
You know, if we ignore that, he did.
Yeah, I mean, you should ignore me. You're right.
Not you. The game.
I mean,
not you.
I don't know why you keep inviting me back here.
I mean, I don't. You're just always here.
All right, first off.
It's first off. Oh, ignore that. We have 6 to 8 here. There's a little bit of a battle. This has been like the fights, right?
Yeah.
Right here through the first corner. Tries to get the pass off. Hulk on the outside. He's not able to hold it. It actually loses 2 here. Nobody's still on the inside. They're going to have to go side by side here.
Come on,
okay, good driving here. Oh, this is a dangerous one to go through, and smart job from Luke. Luke bailing out there.
I see you, Hulk. Keep at it.
Yeah.
That's my driver.
That's not a bad drive. Not a bad drive there. Something happened with Chaos. I missed it because he lost 2 positions there. Danny goes up some, and Paul goes all the way to the back. So I kind of missed the back mark drivers, but we were kind of watching this fight here.
You're seeing what else was happening.
Yeah, but we're here with Luke. Luke is going to be looking. You can see there,
he's biding his time.
The blinking light. Yeah. That indicates they have less than 10% reserve on their energy storage device.
The battery?
The battery. No, energy storage device.
Is that actually what they call it? Is that the official name?
I don't think so.
Okay,
probably got to
call it the battery.
Probably got something more ridiculous.
Can we talk about how? Oh God, was it Williams has the Duracell on their like?
Duracell.
Oh, I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I haven't seen such a clean piece of just ostentatious branding in a while. It's so in your face, but it looks so good.
Yeah, I mean it's circular, right? It's perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh, look at him! He's flying past them this time.
It looks like a battery.
Secures it. Man, this thing still does the weird streaking. Oh, and Hulk also takes a penalty when that happens.
He's pushing.
He's trying to push a little bit, yeah. So he takes a penalty there. He's going to have the DRS here. He's going to be able to pass him? Going to repass him?
Repass?
Nope. Doesn't get it. And I think that might be... It's a long race. You see Druid loses another position to Paul. And we kind of have... This is the only real spot... Oh, yeah, sorry. Probably wasn't hearing me there, though. I should be getting the other audio set up tomorrow, so hopefully that comes in so we could just... I can let you do everything you want to do. I'll just mute you later.
Oh, thanks, bud.
I'll just mute you later.
Thanks.
You're like, wait, I remember making sounds here.
I don't actually remember making sounds anywhere. They just happen.
Oh, so I could just fully edit all those out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't edit all of it out.
You'd hear me say 5 words the whole stream.
What's that iris in there?
Just a bunch of silence.
It's on nope.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It isn't there.
But all the annoying clicks and shit will be gone.
Alright, and just like that, dude, Luke caught up to Mustache really fast.
He's a good driver, man.
But look at side by side here. They're both on the mediums here. And they're gonna finish it. Holds it. But look at Luke is gonna be getting attacked now.
Battery indicator, though.
Yeah, he's on the outside. Alright, he holds it.
These guys are going to be in for a long race.
Man, that is going to be a very long race for these two.
Fighting a lot already.
They're going to be fighting like crazy. And this is only for P6.
Yep.
This is brutal.
Yep.
This is also... Okay, it looks like we might be having a attack here from Miller. His tires might have just gotten there. I think they're there. I like their wheel hubs too. You see how their wheel hubs look?
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's moving, it's like a...
Is that what it sounds like, right?
That's what it sounded like, yeah. If it made a noise. Alright, and the Williams swap positions, but because he's on softs and he's on mediums, I think it's just more of a pace difference, a pace shift. And then we have now here a fight in the back with Hulk and Sway. Sway's now caught up to Hulk. So Hulk is now going to be having to defend again. And Danny now also caught up to them. So now we have a new fight for 7th to 9th. The new battle.
Man, these are just the spots everyone.
The new battle has begun. This is good though, because we kind of lost the other ones. The other ones are gapped again. Yeah. I saw the little switcheroo from the Williams. And now we're here with the Ferrari, Alpine, and Alfa Romeo. And we'll see what happens here. Sway right on the back of Hulk. And Danny right on the back of Sway. So we'll see what happens here. We have, I think they're all running sauce. Yep. Oh, and Sway! I gotta stop watching him, apparently.
Man.
He goes out.
Murdered him.
Oh, man. I just jinxed
him. Why would you do that to him?
Oh, man. He spun twice when we were watching him.
How could you?
And he's just pushing him a little bit hard. A little bit hard. Yeah. He's doing well. And then not. It's only when the camera's on me. Pretty much.
It's the commentator's curse.
Yeah,
man.
we curse you guys.
We're here for you.
There's a few drivers that are immune to us, and we watch them a lot, and they still don't mess up. His name's Limp.
Yeah. It's true.
But now we have Danny going to be looking to fight Hulk, and Hulk survives one of the fights. With I think Alex was just trying to get it on the floor, just on the gas a little bit too early. Oh, and we see there Hulk making a mistake, and just like that, was it a mistake or did I miss him hit him? I hope he didn't hit him. I kind of looked away for a second, you know, as great commentators do. I'm dancing around now. My bad. Yeah, Paul. So now we're gonna be looking at Paul. So Paul did this longer strat, right, where he's gonna lose some pace and then he's gonna gain it back. So now he's on the gaining back part because he's on the hards. The hards are now like activated.
The hards have activated.
The softs are dying. They're drained. They're fully drained.
They're drained.
Yeah, they're probably at like I'd say, you know, like 30%.
No such thing as too much practice.
I think those softs are at 30, maybe even 40, depending on how aggressive you've been driving on those tires. Yep. So we have here Hulk. Hulk is still surviving all these drivers. Oh, I missed Carlos pass. Hulk. Yeah, they're not doing anything. Yeah, they're just training it together. You want to give it to you, but then you don't. You like stop.
I get distracted easily.
Yeah, you just stop doing it after.
I get distracted. Well, it's the undiagnosed ADHD.
Yeah. So good.
All right, and now we've gotten to the point where everyone's settled in.
Yeah, but we can see here now. Paul's gonna be going for Hulk. So Hulk's having a busy day.
Yeah. He's had a lot of people going after him.
I had this happen to me in Australia. There was like an early safety car, and then I pit, and the entire race I was on hards. Everybody was pacing like a little bit faster than me, and it was just how many positions am I gonna lose? It was just like
just a slow march backwards.
And if I didn't get track extension penalties, I would have gotten 8th. Yeah, but then I got pushed to 10th because of it. Yeah.
Boomer. Ooh, no!
Oh! And a mistake happens there. Rough. And is there... It looks like they actually are swapping again up front. They're actually passing...
Actually passing each other?
I mean, he did. He swapped. They swapped positions.
Is it like the Ricky Bobby thing in Talladega Nights? Hey, man, can you just let me get one?
And he's like, nah, you can't.
Nah, dog.
Because it's not first, you're last.
No, if you ain't first, you're last. You know what one of my favorite movie quotes is? It's from Holes. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. I love that.
I wonder why they swapped, because I'm pretty sure the medium should be a faster tire at this point. I'll never know.
You're asking a lot of good questions.
I'm asking a lot of good questions, but nobody's answering.
No one's answering them.
So we're at 11 laps here.
And we got 4 penalties, and
4 penalties.
Everyone's on their Sunday drive now.
Yeah, they're all on TT times. It looks like there's maybe a few spots here and there. We have Paul is gonna be looking to try to make up that huge, like he was right there on Hulk. Hulk's got this thing, it's like a magical spell on people and been making people miss without doing anything. They just kept getting close to him, and then they would like get cursed. First from us clicking on them and watching them.
Watch.
My tires are gonna be cold.
That was in the beginning.
Oh, that's like super old. My bad. So super.
It's from the race start.
Literally,
That was from 12 laps ago.
Man,
where the fuck have you been, man? Jesus Christ! It's like you're just sitting there, not doing anything.
Not doing anything.
Get it? It's funny because that's kind of what I've been doing. That's the joke, and it's funnier when you explain it.
I got it. You didn't have to explain it.
But see, it's funnier when you explain it. You're laughing. You're proving my point.
I'm laughing at you, not with you.
Okay, first off, that counts in my book. Second off, go fuck yourself.
I would say language, but it doesn't matter.
We're on YouTube. What are they gonna do? Demonetize our
no ads
video?
Yeah. Oh, if you're watching, guys, go watch back all of our videos again because we need watch hours.
Don't ask for
Go watch some of our older. Dude, some of them are good.
I'm not saying they're not good. You're just.
But I'm not gonna tell them which ones so that they
don't know which ones.
No, I don't need views. I just need them to watch the whole thing. I need them to watch a lot of hours of it. We need like 3K hours to get monetized.
I mean,
it's a lot of hours.
Yeah. It's YouTube.
I know.
That's how that works.
It is how it works.
We made like no, whatever. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's a net negative. That's for sure. That's the only thing that matters. It's a net negative endeavor. You know, but we have fun. I still, man, I loved our other ones too. Those are fun. I think that to 20 when we were doing inside line racing.
Oh yeah,
that was like a fun one.
In the day.
Yeah,
it was really fun when I wasn't invested in any way to any of the drivers.
Yeah, now you kind of
now I have
you know a lot of them.
I know a lot of them. They've been around for a while.
2 years. We've known some of these drivers for 2 years now.
Yeah,
we've
time flies when you're miserable.
Oh yeah, they did a pass. What a pass from the
Oh, I would love to see them.
They're racing each other now.
I would love to see them take.
I wouldn't mind it either.
That would be great.
But I also wouldn't mind them
just these
racing.
two.
Oh, Lord goes into the bits. Let's go look at him. This is gonna be the most exciting part. He goes onto the hards. He comes out. He's going onto the hards. He's gonna definitely make it to the end here now, and he's gonna be looking to do an undercut because the undercut in this game is very strong.
Ooh. And we have Danny in the pits too.
Very strong. So since we're waiting, right? Let's discuss some of this. So because of how the tires work this season, the undercut works really well because the top end of the tire, the top end of the pace is like it's huge. Like you get so much grip, and then there's this huge decline where you get this secondary grip that kind of lasts a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
So the undercut works really well because you're able to utilize that grip while everybody's using in second phase of their first tires.
Yeah.
Which makes it really interesting because then you can maybe get track position, but then now you're gonna have to be fighting, tires that are a little bit better.
You should write this down and send it over to Ferrari strategists. They could use that.
They could, but then they would still mess it up. It's not like they don't have the means.
Oh yeah.
It's just they don't have.
No, they have such a tight budget. There's no way they could possibly hire good strategists.
It's the catering. Oh, let's go Lungy. 4. It's the most exciting part of.
Okay, I'm gonna go to 8 though.
Why are they actually? Oh yeah, there's a fight here. We'll see what Lungy's on later. Oh, he's going in though. Actually, we can switch that back. 6. He comes out. He's on mediums.
Is he?
Yeah, so I just have really good eyesight.
You wear glasses
to this corner.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I struggle to believe that.
I had no idea what they were from.
Yeah,
I
understand.
I wanted to. I had you for a second.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
You're a liar. He's also on mediums. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna do this.
I knew it was gonna get you.
Do that.
Yeah, you want to look at the length of tires? There. Okay, there we go.
I always like to look at
Lanen's in the pits.
I think
two. He's gonna go on the mediums. I would assume.
Are you sure?
He could go on the hards to be safe, but he could go on the mediums
to be risky.
to test it out. Yeah, but it does look like he is going on the mediums.
Mediums.
We should have checked what the
recommended.
No, which ones they're on. Like, see what.
Oh.
The type.
What sub compound?
Yeah, it's one of the higher ones. Oh, I actually know this one. Because this is one of the weird tracks where this is the only track that uses the C0 compound.
Interesting.
It's also the only track that goes C0, C2, C3.
Ooh, making a pass.
So it skips one of the compounds.
They're moving it out. They're too wide.
Here we go. He's on the inside. Oh, he's going to push him out a little bit. So the reason you're seeing the hards are actually the worst tire in this one. Because they skip the 1. So usually you'd have the C1, C2, C3, but they're actually doing C0, C1, or C0, C2, C3. Yeah. So that's probably why that landing went onto the mediums, because the mediums are going to have a significantly better pace than. Because the C1s is a really good tire compound because it has a really good durability of like the harder compound of the C0, but it also has more grip, similar to the C2. So it's kind of like C0, 2, 3, and all that yada yada yada.
Dizzy? How you doing?
They have a similar gap between their like grip and durability, but the C1 kind of fits itself in there a little bit to where it's a little bit more unique. So like the C1 to C2 gap isn't like as big.
So Renzo's the only one with 2 penalties.
Yeah, he has 6 seconds of penalties. What's up, Mason? I know he said that earlier. Welcome to the stream. We are here. They're going side by side here. Renzo looking to hold the position, but he doesn't. He's not able to. And Lore with that undercut. This is what we were talking about. Undercut.
It's all coming together.
The position.
Ooh, man, he's right
has the position on him, but yes, Renzo right on the back of him. He's going to be looking to get that position back as soon as possible. Why did you move back? They're still fighting. It's not, not anymore.
They're still fighting.
Yeah, kind of.
They're right there. They're less than half a second away from each other.
Okay, so he's gonna get the DRS here, and then there's another long day for Lore and Renzo. They're gonna just be fighting it out. Ooh, that was a really good. He almost hit him because of it.
Bro, the DRS is nutty.
DRS is so strong in this season or this game. It's very powerful. Very powerful.
How powerful?
Very.
Hate you.
But we do have to keep in mind Renzo does have a 6-second penalty. Laura does have a 3, which means they actually have only a 3-second gap difference. So correct. If I do my maths.
Correct.
If my maths are correct.
That plankton meme.
Correctamundo. Yeah, so we have Laura here, still right on the back of Renzo. Very, very, very powerful. With the very, very powerful. So Lord trying to get that last position here for the podium. Renzo doing the same, both starting pretty far back, so was able to move up with from really far back. It looks like Luke is in 6th, so doing a really good recovery drive from the glitch that the game gave him, disqualification. We had Mustache go into the pits and see if he's going to be able to make up some of that gap. Right, and it looks like Lure just can't quite keep the pace up to stay with Renzo here. We'll see if he'll be able to get back into his DRS though, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to, and Renzo's going to be doing really good here. We finally have Miller pitting. I think he will be going with just 13 laps left. He'll definitely be going to the sauce. And we should see him doing some fast laps here. Coming out on lap 20. We see there Lannon. We'll see what the undercut has done for that gap because they were right next to each other. A full 7-second gap, almost 8. So this is what we're talking about, the power of the undercut. But he does still come out in front of Renzo, a really decent gap. So those two have been really pushing far and fast. Let's go move back. We have here Carlos now. He's right on the back, and it looks like, oh, yep, he goes in. Paul goes in now, and Carlos takes that position. We'll be looking to go to the end. Landon for the win, he says, but we do have Miller on the softs. He might wear out by the time he catches them, though, so we'll see how that plays off. And we can see there Paul going onto the softs as well, so he'll be looking to catch a few drivers near the end of this race. If we move back to 9th with Mustache, we have him with, looks like he's right on the back of Hulkenberg, so he's gonna be, or Hulk, gonna be looking to try to pass him. We have the mediums and the hards here, so they have similar laps on them. So Hulk should have the pace advantage tire-wise. We'll see if he'll have the pace advantage on the actual track, though. But it doesn't look like it. Looks like Mustache has a little bit faster. So he's just a little bit faster here. Goes on to the outside. Holds it. He's going to want to get a good exit, but it looks like he got a little bit sideways, so he might get compromised here. And he's still pretty close. The DRS is strong here. Looks like he's not going to... Oh, no. He's going to go on the outside here. Is he going to be able to hold it? He's hold it. He did hold it for now, and it looks like Hulk just concedes it for now, but maybe he'll be looking to get it here with the DRS. Now he should have DRS here, and we're going to be coming into the corner here, and it doesn't look like Hulk has the gap here, and he holds it for another corner. What a good drive from both drivers here. Hulk trying to look for the spots there, and we have the fastest lap, 118.391 from Miller there. Is going to be looking to get him. Yeah, that was a great overtake, and I think it was a really good fight because Hulk definitely didn't let him have it easy. He definitely had to fight for it. I think he did a really good job at it. He is blinking, meaning he has less than 10% in reserve for his battery, so he did have to work hard for it, but both drivers are really close to that limit as well, so the DRS is strong here, so we're going to see Hulk is still in under 1 second on him, so he will have the DRS coming into this front straight, or the main straight. And he opens the DRS here. Let's see what he does. It looks like he's definitely draining his battery to make sure he can't get in front of him. Yep, he's not going to be able to do it. It concedes another lap here, but until Mustache is able to get Hulk off of his DRS, this can be... Oh, it looked like he got a little bit sideways, though. And he's actually a little bit further back now than he was previously. But if he could keep that, the DRS is really strong in this track. And we actually have Chaos. Let's go back to 10 really quick. Looks like he's very close here. Oh, wait, he's not anymore. He was pretty close. We'll come back up to Hulk, who's got, just over 1 second. Is going to get it under going into the DRS. He's going to have to make up a bit of time here if he wants to keep that DRS going.
DRS.
Yeah, it doesn't look he's gonna get it though. He's definitely Mustache was able to get that gap big enough. Yeah, and it's gonna look like it will be no DRS here. Yup. And so he successfully was able to do it. He'll be okay. It looks like Paul was able to protect himself from Chaos, because Chaos got pretty close and then maybe got a little bit squirrely or something. But he ended up dropping back a bunch. So we did have Miller drop a fastest lap. And I don't know if he's probably not going to do another push for a while since he did that one. He got fastest lap. But he is trying to make up that time. He's down to 1.6. He was like he came out. The undercut was really strong. He was 7.5 behind when he came out. So, but as you can see, Lannon's 4 laps older on his tires. I think by the time Miller catches them, they'll have relatively the same
equal tires,
same pace in the tires. So we'll see what happens with the fights as we get closer to the end. But he should catch them near the end of this race, and we'll see what happens. In the sprint, we saw that the mediums beat the softs in the sprint, which is a little bit different. So we'll see if it does it again. We can see Lannon choosing the mediums over the softs in the ending of it, which he did in the sprint. Obviously, he chose mediums. But I think he's one of the only drivers that went mediums.
Just feel really
and yeah, I definitely like, especially setups and stuff. I always feel like there's that one tire that just feels really good.
Yeah.
Over the others. It's not always the same.
I hated the hards. I always hated the hards.
Yeah. It can be, especially if you don't like properly set them up so that they're
I wouldn't
you definitely have to set it up a little bit different than for a soft tire. Because soft, you're trying to avoid overheating them, where on a hards you're trying to make sure you overheat, or not overheat them, but heat them, because they'll need a little bit of extra heat over the
heat them up.
But I think generally it's been pretty good. So, but we're coming into the end. Let's go up to the race leader as we wait to see if any of these drivers drop into a spot. We can see there with the McLarens going 6-7, so that's not too bad. They were able to fit themselves to a pretty decent spot. Lungi doing a solid drive here, and it's been up there with the rest of the guys from the beginning in the sprint and now into this one. Is doing a medium strategy like Lannon. So we'll see if any of the hard runners behind him. And like that's a critical spread because there's not really a good indication of which tire is faster, right? We have a medium up there, softs up there, but we also have hards. We have hards up there with medium split, like it's just split up really well. But we'll see if something kind of changes as we get closer to the end.
Different tire strategies played out correctly.
Different
results in very good endings either way.
Yeah, and if we had a full grid, I know like we're still on holidays, so it's gonna be harder to get the full grid in. Then I think we'd see a little bit more of an idea for a certain track, but
I support the vacationing.
I do too.
I don't get one, so
we're doing more of a test to see how long, and it looks like the length of this is gonna be about right. We're gonna be a little bit over an hour from when we started recording. So solid. So what we want, like the longest we want to go on any of these is an hour and a half. It might happen every now and then, but ideally we could get it near an hour for everybody. So we don't inconvenience anybody too much.
only an hour of your time.
Yeah, only an hour of your time. We just want an hour of your time.
Just an hour.
Just like a movie or a TV show, a long TV show. It's like an HBO show. Those always go like an hour long.
Yeah, they do.
That's all we're trying to do.
You're doing that look. Just that look. It's just
an hour and a half. Yeah.
What is it about like when you ask people things like that that the voice goes up though?
You're trying to convince them.
Diminish it. Diminish the significance of your time.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
I don't
know.
I just work here.
You don't get paid. Oh, you do work here. You just don't get paid.
Yeah. Got a shitty boss. An asshole. He's so greedy.
He's so greedy. He gives me none of the $0.
He doesn't spread the lack of wealth.
The lack of. Chaos goes in. I'm pretty sure that's his second pit. So he goes in again. Puts on the softs. But here we go. We are on lap 27. Oh! That might have just been the game. His internet, he said he improved. I do still see a little bit of every now and then.
Fucking Brexit.
Oh, here we go. We're getting a lapper here. And you've just been lapped. That's me. He's pretty much simulating what happens to me.
Yeah. I mean, me as well.
Yeah. I'm not too bad occasionally.
Occasionally. I have moments of greatness.
Yeah.
Instances of excellence.
That's been my entire life. Moments of greatness. And then just don't ask me about the rest. Alright, so I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know what to talk about now. They're just all kind of doing TTs at this point.
Yeah. It's the boring part of the race.
Well, it's not boring, it's just...
I'm so excited!
We just lack... Like, when we have the 20, we have the opposite.
Check us out every Saturday. WW.
Yeah.
Don't say that. It's trademarked.
What, the phrase that you're going to do?
Probably.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know what you're going to say, so, but it's okay. But we have here Lannon doing a solid drive today. Has been pretty much at the front of the group, the laps, pretty much almost all of them. I think there's a few here and there. Oh, we have Miller with the late penalty. It might have happened earlier and I didn't see it. But that's going to cost him. Because now he has to catch Lannon and then also pass him and then make up that penalty. We have the only 4 drivers here, and I just jinxed all of them. And you want to know who they are? They're Lannon, they're Luke, they're Paul, and they're Druid.
Why are you doing
Why am I jinxing him?
Yeah.
I don't know. Renzo kicks another penalty, so that gap that he made from Lure is now only down to 3 instead. Oh. Or no, maybe it's actually gone. Because didn't he already have a 3 difference with him? He definitely took another one. If we go to the is it 4 or 2? No, it's not 2. It's 1. Is it this one? No, it's this one. So the pens are looking like that. Oops. I keep thinking that, like, that, it feels like the right button, but it's not.
It's not.
It's
the wrong button. And you know how we know that?
Because we've done it every time. We do that button instead. Oh, but he has 9, which means the lore only has to make up 0.3 tenths of a second. Well, almost 0.4 to be safe. And then he will have podium. So we'll see how that works out. But we have Miller technically on a 7-second gap from Lannon.
7 seconds.
So it's looking like Lannon has a pretty high probability, especially coming into the end of this. You can see that those mediums have really just taken off too, because he has not been gaining really anymore. Miller has not been able to catch him. Yeah, so but we'll keep an eye coming into the end. We have Renzo and Lore. That's a fight for a position. Is there another one? We have it cascades the opposite direction in penalties, so I think that's about it. Luke Luke has an 8 interval from lunges, so that seems a little bit too big as well so far, but we'll see. It's technically closer to 5, but that's a lot of time to make up in such a short amount of time.
That's a lot of time.
Yep, it's a lot of time, but we'll see what happens. We are here with our P1 driver right now of Landon, doing a solid drive. Came from the back for qualifier, took pole, and is looking to try to finish it off. Victory here with just 2 more laps to go. Well, I guess he's going to be 2 laps to go. Here we go, coming across the line. Solid pace too. Look at that. He's even building his gap now. And here you go. Goes on to the penultimate lap.
Yeah, Miller just sandbagging it.
I don't think he's sandbagging it. I think those tires were better. Like you can see, he's even pitting. He's pitting again.
Good.
Miller.
Really?
He's in the pits right now.
Oh my God, he is. What do you think is going on, dude?
Softs.
Another pair?
Another pair of softs.
Just zoom away.
He's gonna get another fast lap.
Gonna get past is what's gonna happen.
He did get passed by Renzo there, but he should have the pace. And Renzo has a 9 second, so a 6 second difference. So he doesn't actually have to pass him on track to beat him.
So what are we thinking? Fastest lap and
he'll still get P2.
Not bad.
We'll see if Lore can get back into the gap, but it looks like Lore actually, his gap's too big to Renzo right now. So I don't think he'll be able to get him. And it looks like Lorenzo might be able to get that podium spot. So I think Luke did a pretty good job with the grid order.
Yeah.
I think the guys that we've kind of put in the back, a lot of them are up at the front. They're the guys that are kind of in the middle, still in the middle. A few of the guys that were in the front are in the back. Danny, I think, did a really good job for getting spun. He did a really good second stint. Getting back into 7th, I think that's a huge accomplishment. Oh, but we're beyond. Oh, yeah, you're right. I was gonna say we want to be on Miller because he's doing a fast lap, but
he's finishing.
He's gonna finish first.
Yeah.
Before he finishes lap.
Yeah. I know a thing or two, 1 or 2 things, because there will be 27 seconds between
27
when Landon crosses the line and Miller does.
But Landon, his brake pedal didn't fail on him.
Ew, we like that.
And Hulk takes another one.
Boomer.
His gap is still big enough that he'll be okay.
Boomer. Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He's gonna get points again. So I think that's a solid drive.
Ew. Points.
And here he comes. Landon's gonna be coming across the line here.
Across the line. Well done.
And he wins the Portuguese Grand Prix in Portimao. What a solid drive. Cameraman is off. He's on vacation. Alright, what type of lap do you think Miller's about to pop right here? With Renzo coming across the line, he's going to get P3. And Miller goes fastest 1:17.777.
7.
That's his number, too.
7?
Yeah. What? And Lore comes across, gets P4. Wow. Lungi comes across, gets P5. Luke is going to come in, gets P6. I think that's a solid drive from him. Maybe not exactly what he wanted, but still a good drive. Gets 6. We have Danny here. Good recovery drive. Should be getting 7th here. We can see there Paul already passed the line. He got 10th. We're gonna get Mustache gonna get 8th here. Maybe not what he expected, or maybe it was. Maybe he didn't practice that much at all. Who knows?
Ooh,
and then Hulk is gonna be the last one with the 9th position there. And I think the driver of the day has to go to. It's probably gonna give it to Miller again, but
well done.
I think Landon. For me, Landon would have been mine.
Landon was good. Landon did good.
Oh, it's actually Luke because he went from last to middle.
Mid. Yeah. Well done, Luke.
Mid high. I think it was
Mid high. High mid.
But yeah, GG guys. I went into low right at the end. Hey, put the right amount of fuel in it. Solid drive there. Oh. Good job. We get P1 with Lannon.
Well done,
P2
everyone.
with Miller. And P3 with Renzo. Solid drive from Renzo. If he can continue that going into the season, I think they have a really good shot. With his teammate being limp, it's going to be really good here. And we see that Landon takes the overall for the weekend. And the overall is going to be Landon, Miller, Renzo, Lure, Lungy, Danny, Luke, Mustache, Hulk, Paul, Chaos, and Alex.
Well done, guys. Better driving. But cleaner driving.
Racing at the end was actually, the finishing was Lennon, Miller, Renzo, Lore, Lungy, Luke, Danny, Mustache, Hulk, Paul, Chaos, and Sway. I think that was like the same order almost. Identical, huh? Solid drive, I think.
So much cleaner.
Yeah,
you guys listened. You listened. Thank you.
Definitely, it was cool to see the different strategies for this track. I'm curious if
they played out well.
If this ends up on our calendar again and for next season, I'm wondering if it'll play out the same. But
let us know if you want to do that.
I think that was really good.
Ooh, 5 lappers.
Yeah, they'll definitely like 5 lappers all the time. Oh, damn! But I think it went really well. The time for the actual race event was around a little over an hour, so an hour and 10. So I think that's about what we wanted.
Well done, guys.
Because we wanted to try to get rid of the qualifier because that was causing us to go like 20 minutes over that of what our normal race would be if you just did a normal race. So. So I think that's a really good one. We're still working out on we're going to be, next weekend, we're going to be in Japan. We're going to be testing out.
Ooh, Miller's faster. He looks like it.
Huh?
He's faster.
He is faster. We're going to be testing out the full qualifier again because we definitely can't do the 35. We did it last time and that ran easily into like the 130. 1 hour 30. So we'll probably we'll test out the 25%. I think that's what we'll have to run because we can't go any lower than that.
No.
So if that runs a little bit higher, that's okay.
We'll find the medium. Happy medium.
But I think the sprints fit really well with the normal. They're about the exact same time. So
I concur. Just
trying to cut down the other one a little bit.
I concur.
Post next week because I'll be. Ooh, that sounds fun. That's a good excuse. That's a perfect excuse for not showing. I think that. Thanks for telling us so that we know we'll definitely be able to find somebody. It's not an issue. If we have to, we'll host. It's not a big deal. It's just we're in the United States, and that's why we try not to. But thank you guys all. That was really good racing. I think we had a really good fights in the mid pack, the front pack. I think the overall of the idea for the sprint is really good. It had a really good action, especially in the qualifier. I think it gives some of the guys that are struggling in the points to get a chance for points.
Yep.
We saw that with Danny. I think Danny was a little bit faster he probably could have been there. Solid drive from a lot of them.
Yeah, well done, guys.
And pretty much everybody finished. I think besides Alex's big crash.
It happens. Though.
But he was fighting. That's why I have it. He was
clean racing.
Yeah.
But well done, guys.
Yeah, good job, guys. Do you want to outro us?
As always, we got to give a shout out to Sim Coaches. If you want to have a sick set of pedals like our number 2 today, Miller, check out Sim Coaches at simcoaches.com. And if you have a digital adventure that you'd like to go on, you're a young, what is it, with those coming of age stories, and you go and seek out the world, you start your digital adventure at Zinx, xinx.digital, because they do really awesome branding, like ours. We always want to give a shout out to our friends over at Wolfpack Performance, our buddy over at Wolfpack Performance.
Yeah, Jay.
Good old F1 rants, good old just F1 talking content, about it. Yeah. F1 content, lots of F1 content. Hey, he's just a cool guy. He's a cool guy. Yeah. We got Pang.
Pangiel 12.
I can never remember his thing.
At twitch.tv/Pangiel12.
Now tell me about the guy who won the race, though.
Oh, you mean Lannon?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, you can find him on YouTube at Project Race GP.
And as always, you can check us out at deltazeroproductions.com. You can also talk about the podcasts.
Yeah. You can, if you like sports podcasts, there's BS Talk with Irvin Camp on any streaming platform.
And I think that's all of them.
Or not streaming, but whatever. Yeah. I think it is a streaming platform.
And we'll check you guys out next week. We'll see you guys then.
I was your host, Stinky Juan. I was here with Iverson.
I talked.
We're Delta Zero Productions, and this was the Champions Series preseason race 3. And we'll see you guys all next week.
Later.